Hello. Yeah, today we're entering Heavensward. Why is it coming with character creation? That is a good question. There we go. Helps when it goes to the right place, doesn't it? They probably have me set on like Shiva or something. Whatever other weird data centers are over on Light. Actually, Light is a data center. World. Right, we should have some cutscenes pretty much as soon as we go in. Which, luckily, gives me time to actually eat my KFC. Delicious. But before we start that, I just want to say hello, welcome, greetings. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And now is where I'm probably going to mute again. We'll be back once these cutscenes finish. Oh, never mind. It's voiced. I was hoping it wouldn't be. I'm so happy that you are... I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamine told me to run, and so I did. I ran and ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached. But I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. I'm also not sure how to do Yugidi's voice. Ah, yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we travelled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When we told him what happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes. So we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping someone would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other sounds even as we speak, but we have met no success so far. I'd hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. Ah, but you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. But that said, we may yet have cause to hope. We yet have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it's not impossible that the others have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women, believe true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts. We shall continue our effort to locate the others and see the sounds restored to their rightful place of honor. Yugidi's a good bean.
'Tis all my doing.
Ah, time to eat.
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes, and look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphinaud.
So, Master Alphinaud, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphinaud, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
Damn it, stop making me cry. Wow, I really wish I'd have just continued that stream. That wasn't really that long. Yeah, we'll let these play out because, well, they deserve to have recognition. Because they made me cry, damn it. They made me cry.
To all of my children So believe. Now open your eyes while our plight is repeated. Still deaf to our cries, lost in hope we lie defeated. Our souls have been torn and our bodies forsaken, bearing sins of the past, for our future is taken. Born of strife, these trials dissuade us.
Yeah, I do regret not starting this last time. The main issue was like last time I was kind of hungry. Some W and L. I'm afraid I know not what you mean, my friend. Also, hi, how are you? Oh, I just realised W and L work and work. Took me a bit to realise that. Back to the chicken.
Trust unto tomorrow. In one fleeting moment from the land of life glow. Yet in one fleeting moment for a new gift doth grow. In the same fleeting moment
Yeah, going through, paying more attention to the actual story of it, as opposed to, like, initially, where it was like, I've been told that the story was bad. And to just look forward to the next expansions. Yeah, going through it again, I have actually enjoyed it a lot this time. Oh, look at the original Warrior of Light. Right, we already had the credits for like the halfway point. They have credits for like each little campaign. So like the base story for A Realm Reborn we already finished. Then we were doing the 7th Astral Era for the A Realm Reborn. So we've just got the credits for the Astral Era now. And then we'll be moving on to Heavensward. So we're presently looking at the credits for the 7th Astral Era. I'm really hoping that I've actually unmuted my microphone, because if I haven't, I've just been talking to myself. Ah, good I have. Yeah, pretty much. This is the like official endpoint for Realm Reborn. Which, thinking about it, I should have sorted last stream. Literally, after this point, everything will be for the first expansion, Heavensward. Like, all the initial stuff was the 7th Umbral Era, which, like, Umbral and Astral are like the inactive and active phases following a calamity, which I believe before there was ice, wind, lightning, water, ice, wind, lightning, water. I'm pretty sure there's definitely been a fire one. I'm pretty sure we just went through the fire one. That was the 7th. I'm pretty sure there's also been like an earth one and yeah, I'm actually not sure. There's been a bunch of them anyways. Then we'll move on to Heavensward, which contains... I'll be honest, I'm not sure what the first one's called, so we're just going to leave that as Heavensward Part 1. And then we move on to the Dragon Song War. Then after that we move on to Stormblood, which is followed by, I think, a Resistance arc? Tell you what, I'll look it up. Okay, so A Realm Reborn is 7th Umbral and Astra. There is Heavensward and Dragon Song. Then you got Stormblood and The Legend Returns. No, it's fine, don't worry, it's fine. Yeah, we've got 50 to 60, 60 to 70, and 70 to 80 coming up. The 50 to 60 is followed by like solo level 60 storyline. 60 to 70 is followed by solo 70, and 70 to 80 is followed by solo 80. And I believe in November we are getting Endwalker popping up. So that'll be a good time, and hopefully that one won't make me cry. Jesus. So apparently the third astral era was like 6,000 to 5,000 years ago, in terms of like where we are in the story. So the first Umbral Calamity was, well, the Calamity was aspected towards wind. And that is said to be the end of the Age of Gods. The second was lightning. And apparently that's where mankind was starting to thrive. And because they kept chopping down forests and stuff, the balance went askew. A volcano erupted, and that was followed by massive lightning storms, which led mankind to flee beneath the earth. Next came the fire aspect calamity, which had the Age of Holy Wars, witch hunts and cleansing, as religions fought one another. Nice. During the third astral era is where we start getting the Allagan civilization. Ooh. Apparently during the third astral era, the Allagan civilization discovered Omega, which we'll see later on, and reached the pinnacle of science and magitech, developing even spaceflight. The ultimate weapon was also created in the third astral era to fight against primals. It's it's an anti-primal weapon. Anti-primal weapon. Yeah. So I'm saying it was made to fight against a primal, and then my brain's, well, I'm wanting to say threat, but I'm reading weapons. So that's just how that does. Like I don't even know how far apart these even are. Like we don't really have a time frame except for like it mentions like first Umbral era, second Umbral era. I'm pretty sure the third Astral era is the only one that's actually mentions like a time frame. That just says around 6,000 to 5,000 years ago. The fourth Umbral era seems to have been triggered by an earthquake, so that would be the Earth aspected one. The fifth was essentially an ice age. The ancestors of modern Mikote arrived at Eorzea by crossing the frozen seas.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
We'll wait for this. Yep. It's like Nabrialis is no more. The Ada is not wont to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile and the seeds well sown. By my will, they shall reap salvation unlike any world has known. By his will. By his will. Orianche, what are you doing there? I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. dramatic zoom. It's very quiet. But I suppose snow has that sort of effect.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death.
Not gonna lie, I was really hoping
Thou
it was
shalt
like the
find naught else here.
I was really hoping he was going to say death. Just 'cause it's like delusion, despair, death. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north, their hearts filled with hope, and their eyes fixed heavensward. My left arm. Right, so where were we? 5th Umbral era is Frost. Mikote travelled across. Ooh, the 5th is where the Eosian people discovered magic. There were 2 rival city-states with this magic. You had Nim, which did white magic, and you had... oh wait, no. No, Mac did black magic. They were in... tell you what, if I get a map out. Okay, so we have Amdapor Keep somewhere around here. We have, I believe, Mac is here. Where is this one? Ah, yes, and we had Nim somewhere over here. Like, this one studied black magic. This one studied white magic. And these two had like a massive wall. And this one over here studied water. That voice was coming from that teeny tiny dragon. The teeny tiny dragon is actually an extremely old dragon that has, I suppose, split off a part of his essence until like a new form is able to hold him, I guess. So yeah, there was a big war between the mages of... I'm also not sure if it's supposed to be Mach or Match. It's M-H-A-C-H. So I'm assuming it's Mach. So yeah, like Amdapor and Mach had like a massive war. And Nim over here thought that they were safe from this conflict. Because, you know, they're fighting like here. But you see, Mach over here is just like, you know what? We've got mages pretty close to us. And if they're not along our side, they may be neutral, but if they're not on our side, there's a chance that they'll come up against us. So they just nuked that place. Well, I say they nuked the place, they unleashed a mysterious plague which transformed the citizens into Tonberries, apparently. But yeah, this place is like full of void scent, and this place has a crap ton of light aspected things, which, let me tell you, not ideal. Okay, so all of the 6th Umbral Calamity was 1,500 years ago. And that one was... ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. You see, it doesn't actually say which one this one is. Oh no, that's what it is. Excessive misuse of white magic resulted in the Great Flood by the Elementals, which wiped Eorzea clean, paving the way for modern city-states. So this was, the 6th Umbral was water. After which point, we have the 6th Astral Era. In which... So the 6th Astral Era is when we had... Where are they? There we go. Ishgard ended up having a massive war with Dravania. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Yeah, that was during the 6th Astral Era. Shiva and Hreishvelga, I think. I'm not 100% sure on how that that name is done. Just quickly jump so it doesn't AFK me. So Shiva allowed herself to be eaten by Hreishvelga, and they just sort of joined together in essence, I suppose. And that was around 300. I'm guessing they have like a BC and an AD. So to just smooth things over, this would be like 300 AD. At 500 AD, Ishgard betrayed Dravania, and that sparked off the whole war that they're having. Around 800, a ship crashed into here, and they made Limsa. Yeah, very resilient. I don't know how, but very resilient. Let's have a look. Ba, 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 ba. Uh, 1472, Nidhogg awakened on a rampage. Was stopped by Saint Valeriant, then the then Azir Dragoon. 1480 to 1490, Solosus Galvus was born, who is the leader of the Gallian Empire, which is potentially somewhere like over this way, or over this way. Wait, no, that's ocean. Yeah, it'd be over this way. Does this go any further? No, it doesn't. Okay. So, Solosus Galvus is, was the leader of the Gallian Empire for quite a long time. I imagine they will do, because I think the original map was like just these regions, and then we gained. Oh wait, no, sorry, it had been just these regions. Then we gained Travania. And then we gained Alamigo, and it's not actually on this map, but we also gain Othad over here, which is like the eastern. So it'd be like over this side. It is the Far East. Ba, 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 ba. (1521), the Gallian Empire was actually created. Scroll down a bit. Alright, so then it hits 1572, a bunch of events happen, and all of a sudden, boom, big calamity. There's a battle at Cartano, which I am not entirely sure whereabouts Cartano is. That's Zelphatol, I think. That doesn't look like Zelphatol. That's Girabania. Kurtha, Stravania. No idea what that says. Anyway, somewhere on this big map, I'm assuming it's up this sort of way, there's a place called Cartano, which is, if you remember seeing the other cutscene, you know what, actually we can just, would it be on the thing? It might be on the thing. It'd probably just be easier to just show it again. Actually, I can probably just link you a video, which I know you won't be able to watch maybe right now, but pause that. Senor Spock, there you are. I shall link you at that. And just in case anyone else is in chat, it is this video that I'm referring to. Basically, the seventh Umbral era was triggered by well, Bahamut was trapped like years ago, like we're talking like Allegan sort of Allegan sort of time long ago. Yeah, but Bahamut broke free of his containment and basically just laid waste to Eorzea. Just absolute destruction. The Louis Soir that they keep mentioning, all the Scions keep mentioning, and various other people also mention, attempted to seal it away again using the power of the 12, which are the gods for this world, which you'll hear people mention every so often. Like for my personal guardian, it's Menfina, which is also I also have the symbol for my necklace. But others are stuff like Limlane, Nofika, the Fury. There's a whole bunch of them. Oh, and Thal. And Nald, I think. Anywho, yeah, there's like 12 different gods that the humans worship anyways. He summoned forth their power to try and contain it, but it just pretty much just broke free. Other events happened which I will not discuss because spoilers. It's in the Bahamut Raid series, so if anyone were to be here that was wanting to try those out, I don't want to risk spoiling it for them. Years 0 to 5 are just before, I believe. Well, actually, years 0 to 5 would be base Final Fantasy 14. Year 5 is where A Realm Reborn begins. Actually, I suppose it isn't. 0 to 5 would include the Battle of Cartano. Anywho. So, the whole 0 to 5 and Calamity thing, that was basically Final Fantasy 14 as it first came out, which was not received very well, so they had to do like a complete overhaul, and that's why what we've essentially just played through is patch 2.0 to 2.5. Then year 5, we get the events of A Realm Reborn, so we've got basically what we've just played through. Operation Archon. And then we move on to the 7th Astral Era, which is patch 2.1 and onwards. So we've got A Realm Awoken, Through the Maelstrom, Defense of Eorzea, Dreams of Ice, Before the Fall, and we are now here. So whatever happens in the future, you are basically up to date in a roundabout way. I say in a roundabout way because I'm not good at explaining things. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to run a quick ad break now, and we shall be back in about 2 minutes, which will give me time to munch on some chicken. So yeah, we'll be back in about 2 minutes, after which... Oh, I just realised I can actually change something now. We're on to Heavensward now. Oh no! I need to move my dog. Doggo. Unlock. Shuffle you across us. Yeah, we'll pop you like there. You can stand on the H for Heavensward. Good doggo. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 minutes. During which time I can munch on some chicken. I got a KFC. Just having chicken strips at the moment. Alrighty. Let's get started. Oh, whilst I remember, if you've gotten used to any of the voices from A Realm Reborn, then I apologise, but they're about to change. I don't mean from me, I just mean like the professional voice acting, not my amateur stuff. But yeah, let us begin.
The dawn's light will shine again.
The good voice actor for
So long
Elfino.
as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Elfino.
Lord Orchiffon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here!
Yeah, the the voice acting got a lot better. I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be awaiting you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then. You know, I always forget just how small Alfino actually is when you see, like, an adult Ellison stood next to him. I don't remember how old Alfino is even meant to be. Oh yeah, I need to need to sort my map out. It would probably be a good idea to sort out my Dragoon quests as well whilst I'm here. Because usually they'll have like either like gear upgrades or maybe abilities. Oh yeah, Spock, I don't remember if I showed you. I have a car now. And I can drive around in it. And I can even fly. Which is pretty cool. Oh, it was your voice. I have not had any passengers yet, but I know that it... Oh my god, that is an amazing armor set. I need that. I need this armor. I hope that's a level 60 set. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I haven't had passengers yet, but I know that it does have like special poses based on where you're sitting. It's a really nice car. Right, how is your voice? I do not remember your voice, Alberic. I do not remember your voice. You can But unfortunately, I'd already started talking to this guy by the point that they'd showed up. So I'd have to go through this dialogue, and I don't think you can abandon class quests. So I wouldn't be able to check that out. Ah, well, the Heavensward put some like different voice actors in. So I guess we can change his voice and maybe try and stick to it. Sam, today, I am pleased to see that you are in control of the dragon within. Nevertheless, I must remind you to remain vigilant at all times. It takes but a moment of weakness for the eye to make you its thrall. Now forgive me this abrupt change in subject, but we have urgent need of your lance. Some days ago, a horde of dragons began wreaking bloody havoc within Ishgardian territory. The elite regiment of Dragoons has already been dispatched to deal with this threat. Alas, though they fight bravely, they are sorely outnumbered, and are struggling to gain the upper hand. Indeed, but moments before you arrived, we received a request for reinforcements from a unit engaged in battle from a battle north and west of Whitebrim. A fellow Dragoon and I will go to their aid, and we should be grateful for your presence. Pray go on ahead, we shall follow in. Meow. Yeah, like say if someone's got, it'll basically just show you this like window here. So like if you highlight that, it'll show you what armor it actually is, and it'll show you what it's transmogged into. There's like a flashing thing. So it's actually the Astrum helm, but it's glamoured to look like the white painted Moogle mask. Y'all done got wrecked. Come to me, Birdo. We must save some Dragoons. Was that it? You struggled with one dragon? I mean, obviously they're taking out other ones, but still. You struggled with one dragon? I owe you my life. That beast would have torn me limb from limb. Our lances were not needed, 'twould seem. Such is the might of the Azure Dragoon. You have not pledged allegiance to Ishgard, yet you come to our aid nonetheless. For that, we are grateful. Their deaths thus avenged, our comrades may go to their rest in peace. My lady, I shall tend to the fallen. It is an honor to see you, again, my friend. It appears I am not remembered. I suspect the armor is to blame. Permit me to introduce myself anew. I am Hustian of the Order of the Knights Dragoon, and I had the pleasure of assisting in your training. As we approached, Sir Alberic and I bore witness to the final moments of the battle. Could not help but notice that, though you have been instructed in our ways, there is something distinct in the manner in which you fought. I believe I know the reason why. As an adventurer, you have done battle with foes the realm over. Through these many encounters, your techniques have evolved to produce a style that sets you apart from we who fight dragons exclusively. Such insights you possess. If I may speak frankly, I wish to train under you. Will you accept me as your pupil? You see, a fearsome dragon has been terrorizing Kurthus of late. Growly is its name. I'm only going to pronounce it as Growly. I just want you to know. I'm not pronouncing that any different. And I have been charged with leading a mission to slay it. Though I am second in command in the Order, I am not confident in my chances against the creature, such is its ferocity and cunning. If I am to triumph over Growly, I must needs grow stronger, and I believe that I can, under your tutelage. What say you? Will you consent to training me? There's a big dragon over there. He's causing a lot of trouble. What's his name? Growly. I'm being set up for a joke here, aren't I? As we teach, so too do we learn. I know from experience. I wholeheartedly urge you to accept it. Hustien? I'm sorry, I'm really bad with these names. as your pupil. You do not need to give me an answer right this moment. Think on it and let Sir Alberic know your decision. Till next we meet. What be your name, dragon? My name be Growly. Grrr. I don't like these bits that come out. That's my only real issue with this car. Like, I understand it'd probably be required just for ensuring that you can actually fly and not just like have the wind constantly push you down or push you up. Or maybe left and right, I'm not entirely sure. But I don't know aerodynamics. Yeah, I do like this car otherwise though. I also appreciate the pose that you can do with driving it. Just one hand on the wheel, one just resting on the door. Go. Rule number 1, pay attention to the road, the sky stuff. I've literally just driven back. He said not to make the decision straight away. Said I could sleep when he did. You made your decision then? Will you agree to teach Hustien? Hustien? I am grateful. I swear I will not disappoint you. With your guidance, I shall put an end to Growly's reign of terror. Never shall he growl again. Now, I should like nothing more than to begin my training at once, but duty calls. For the time being I shall endeavour to emulate the deadly lance work I witnessed you employing earlier. Hustien is among the very best in the recent generations. If you are to train her to if you are to train one of her caliber, you yourself must rise to new heights of mastery. Resume your own training. Return hither when you are satisfied with your progress. Okay, so it looks like we'll be getting quests every 2 levels, so we should have like another 2 to sort, this one included. Greetings, Sam, today. You look very much a teacher today. That is well, for Hustian is eager for her first lesson. Now, though you agreed to accept her as your pupil, I suspect you are not without reservation. You worry whether you will be equal to the task. Well, worry not. I have every confidence you will make a fine mentor. I really want that shark mount. I don't think so. I think it's just like a story thing, like we'll come here, we'll grab a quest. It'll be like, oh yes, teach them how to do stuff. And then you hand in the quest and go about your business until you reach the next quest. I think it's just like an isolated thing. Like you quote unquote train them, but you're actually gaining abilities and stuff. Were I to offer you advice, however, it would be to have patience. Though Christian is a master of her art, it is all she has ever known. As such, it may prove a challenge for her to adapt. Like all of us, she is not without pride. There will be times when tact is required. I must also mention that Christian is zealous to a fault. I worry that she will overexert herself in pursuit of strength. But I am keeping you from your lesson. Christian left word that she would be in Western Highlands, testing her lance against dragon spawn. Seek her out near the pike. Surely as a teacher I should be setting the location? Wait a second. Whereabouts is that? Ha! Oh dear. Yeah, I guess we need to continue with the main story for a bit then. Well, they essentially just have like Dragonators on top. Lords of House Photon? Ah, yes, you may pass. Onwards to Ishgard. The most frequent races
so they came, at a friend's behest.
that you'll see in Ishgard is Ellison. Because they don't like outsiders much.
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
The sad thing is that the current narrator, the guy that you just heard then, passed away quite recently.
to Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace.
Through
Through gates
of war.
long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
I don't get a fancy coat. They're just there wearing the fancy snazzy warm coats. I'm here in my arm and just like so cold. I'm pretty sure in these sort of temperatures you shouldn't be wearing metal because you get frostbite. Wave. Yeah, I should probably get a cold weather transmog. It might do good. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure who this one is. Okay, I'm not sure which chat they're from. I just know that they que. That is the sound that chocobos make. They go que. Like usually when you see like, if you interact with a chocobo, the thing that it says in the text box is usually que. Greetings, Master Tragus. On behalf of House Forton, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you would all come with me. We are in the same free company, which is the Chocobros. It is a great name. I don't remember who actually created this, but I know for a fact that it was someone in SR. Which, funnily enough, we will actually be sending people over to someone from SR when we're finished here. Because I believe they're doing another part of... Why am I running here? It's literally over here. Yeah, we will be sending people over to one of the SR people, just because they are doing some of the coils caused by Hammer. Just so I don't have to grab them later, I'm going to pick these Aetherites up. It just makes it easier to travel around the city. The other one will be on the other side. They make a lot of noise when they fall, but they're fine. As long as they're not in combat, you can die from fall damage. It is very nice indeed. It's always nice seeing other people in the free company though. Right, we'll grab... why did I start going this way? Fair enough. Yeah, we'll grab all these aetherites. And then we'll return here. Hi Ruth. I don't remember if I actually asked when you arrived, and whenever I see Ruth it always reminds me. How are you doing, Spot? And how are you, Ruth? I'm doing alright, thanks. I do it like every single time. It'll be like, as soon as there's like a few people in chat, I'll just be like, oh yes, I've not actually asked how anyone is doing. I think so far this is the only city-state without player housing. Ah, nice. Very nice. Well, Ruth at least has that gravy in the kitchen because I don't like the gravy. Dark Spectacle, what is this? Oh, wait, no, I know what that is. I'm not picking it up. I don't need a third class. Not yet. And especially not that class. True. Alright. The last vigil, that's where we need to go. The warrior of light and his brave companions, walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight! I cannot tell you how long I have waited for this day. Allow me to present you my family home, Fortaunt Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
Yeah, this is the guy that passed away. He's the narrator for Heavensward. And rather unfortunately passed away recently.
I, Count Edmond de Fortomp, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortomp, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Forton.
The honor is mine, Master Alfino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Did not mean to click on Tataru then. Oh god. I hate it. I really don't like it. Though our friends in House Fortomp have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose ourselves too much on their hospitality. It's only proper we learn about our new home, so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear the small talk. It would seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He'll be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, but I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. The document is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. Here you go, here's some papers. Here's some papers for you too. And you. I put a light bulb in yours because you're a warrior of light. These documents identify you as wards of House Forton. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Forton. But let us hope it does not come to that. Rest assured that We shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which would compel us to invoke your name. Samtide, Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go! The professional voice acting may have got better, but mine sure hasn't. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you the Hoplon, from whence we gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, it is only meet that you first see it. See it first. I shall then show you around the jeweled crozier. You may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending into Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. There are no questions. ... I mean, I had some, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. And 11. Okay. The Hoplon, so named for the great bronze great shield born of our nation's by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thordan's famed Knights 12? But there are only 10. Wait a second. No, I managed to miss 2. I don't know how I managed to miss 2, but I only counted 4 on this side, 4 on this side. There's 5 this side, 5 this side, and there's 2 back here. And then this is a statue to King Thordan. Very good, Master Elfino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined King Thordan the First to put down Nidhogg and found this very great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring its pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the jeweled crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Ilace, our master of the markets. I'm actually rather embarrassed that I missed those. That's why I missed them. It's because these ones are all facing like in here, whereas those 2 are facing like out that way. These 2. I just genuinely didn't see them. Alright, the jeweled crozier. Bamboozled I was, bamboozled. Simply stand facing a different direction and you will be completely completely concealed from my sight. Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Ah, wards of House Forton. How very interesting. Count Edmund has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom as foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable... Yuck, sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have the coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrements, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the Crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Our next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza in Foundation. If everyone is ready, ... It's like, oh, I forgot what his name is. Guardians of the Galaxy. I want to say his name begins with a T, but I'm not entirely sure. What does this look like? Wow. So remember that really stupid helmet the other day? I say the other day. It was actually quite a while back. This is the armor set to go with it. You collect things from fighting Odin, and you get this, and you get the hat to go with it. But my god, does that look so dumb. Oh god. And here we have Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. Don't worry, I sorted it already. If you're a caster, you get a little jester hat. Oh, apparently you get one if you are a ranged DPS as well. Oh, lucky for them. That were my life the first time I came through here. That were my life. I were a black mage first time. As for your next destination, mayhap we should decide together what else can be found nearby. The Skysteel Manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceive of and manufacture weapons used against the dragons. The Holy Stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, while to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. Yeah, no worries, Ruth, no worries. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I am not no lord, but a humble traveller. Oh, come to see the sights, have ye? Take a turn down the upland and gawp at the statues? Wahahaha. Well, if you learn, if you have a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight. If your nursemaid will let ye. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. pay that pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this forgotten knight for myself. I trust this. You see the wisdom in this. There are few sources of information more abundant than the bustling local hostelry. Not that I would expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn from these recent events? And I'm coming too! Just like most Brits, just like, oh yeah, new town, new town. Have they got a pub? If they've got a pub, we're going to the pub. How's everyone doing in here then? Must say, this is rather... Rather? Sort of a worded rather. Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with more notable establishments. Master... Gibralon. Just Gibralon. I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's a decent food and drink you're after, could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but notice a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spot that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind. Not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather is foul and the broom rolls in thick, the poor sods living at the bottom that have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the Broom that got the worst of it. All the pillars enjoyed their protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are sore about that, mind. Which is why, considering your present company, I recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below. Something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Elfino, I think it would be best if we return to Fortomp Manor. You'll go ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Tataru? I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord, the Count would never forgive me for abandoning you, one of his charges in such a place. Least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Elfino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please. Do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I... wait. His accent were more like this, weren't it? Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances. But I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru, Tempted and I will return to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you need if you require assistance. I will. He's speaking in tongues. Gone mad he has. Alright, back to the last vigil. Also, I'm not sure if it sounds any different to you guys, but it doesn't sound any different to me when I put on the posh voices for these guys. End up with like 7 different people all with the exact same voice. It's like Lois's dad and the doctor on Family Guy. It's like that all over again. Tell us then, Master Alphino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in the Foundation, I understand how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Aymeric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defences, and each house has been called upon to lend what support they can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you're an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful in your efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Master Tragus, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artoriel and Emendelen with their duties. I beg your pardon. I am more than capable of carrying my duties by myself. I have no need of our honoured guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues, by the Fury! The two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station, and show Master Tragus the respect he deserves. This is a man who slew Gaius van Belsar, some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. If you can pardon them their impropriety, Master Tragus. I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fearing willing, they may even learn something from you. One of them will learn something, alright, but not from me. It would seem that we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of the opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Forton has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so, he would have us publicly serve Ishgard while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. It is an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. As you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard. Mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am by that furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Alright, Artoirel. What are we doing? Let us begin anew, Master Tragus. I am Sir Artoirel de Fortin, eldest son of Count Edmond de Fortin. You will forgive me my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect, I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted me, unlike some. Rochefort has spoken of you often. If you are even half the man he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then. We will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durandar and Zemel. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? Aye, well, suffice to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, if it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture, but we will speak more of that anon. First, we must needs secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo stables in Foundation. I'll pick up and do that one afterwards, just so I don't end up like getting me wires crossed. It was near the Sky Steel Manufactory, I believe. Because it was like here, and it was like down here. Yeah. Greetings, Master Tragus. I've settled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Artoirel's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high too, even over a snow cloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. You just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Yeah, it's really nice, like, if you need to go somewhere that doesn't have an etherite, and you also need to go to the toilet, you can just click on the porter, they'll send you over there, you dash the toilet, and you can just, it just auto runs you there, essentially. But on the back of a chocobo. Costs a bit of gil, obviously, because, you know, travel.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came.
Twarel. The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. To business. Sir Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting us. Sir, I really hope I don't need to pronounce your name. It's been far, far too long, Lord Artwarel. And who might your companion be? Pray forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Samta de Tragus, Ward of House Forton. Ah, yes, of course. Lord Drillmont spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Durandare, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Master Tragus is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then, if you will, with your permission, I shall recount the tale for his benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers. And then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entire Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Wait, which calamity was that? Ice. No. So this has essentially been abandoned since the 5th Umbral Calamity. Jesus. Well, they abandoned it in the... Yeah, well, never mind. Not important. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. Why am I switching accents so much with this character? I could not be sure of where he's come from, or to where he's going. But apparently this is his voice now, because this is the one that came out. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands by the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplish these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet is no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Forton are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. Like, he started off posh, then I went to my normal voice, and then for whatever reason it came out Irish. I don't even know what's happening anymore. That does not look easy to move around in. That looks annoying to wear. That actually looks fine. And then we get that as well. Jesus. Several craftsmen in service to House Zemail are continuing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. Those men and women are skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, their foreman, tells me he has need of a man with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? Aye, I could do that. Oh no, I forgot. I can't fly here. I feel as though my wings have been clipped. Ugh. That helmet looks so awful. Right. Roth, where are you? Nope, not in there. That's not even a thing I can go inside. Ah, there you are, Roth. What sort of voice do you have? Yes, I'm Roth. And who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honour of overseeing this fine mess you see before me. Sent me over one of them black birds, same as you, to build and mend and tell the others how to build and mend. But fury take me, this ice. It's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you. Mark my words, there are pockets of them here and there. Just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. Need you to search the hamlet, put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you'll be sure to find them. Yeah, I'm gonna like have a look at the market board later, see if I can find like a winter glam for the colder zones. Oh, Ruth, because you mentioned that you'd still be listening but not chatting. I had a look, and I think the Festival of the Lost should be the first week of October, or at least it starts the first week of October, I should say. So we'll have the Halloween event next week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I don't know why, but I remember struggling quite a lot on these quests. On the other character. Like my first time going through here, I remember struggling a lot. Mind you, I suppose back then I wasn't wearing like this to bump my EXP by 30%. All the way up to level 80. Which means that I would have probably been like maybe 51, maybe still 50. Can I... There we go. Ha! Now there is a man what looks like he's found his marks. Just the sort we need around here. Kinda a lot. Op 2 when he's asked, sees sees a task to do. I can speak. I can speak. What does this look like? You see, even those look alright. But no. I'm a melee and I need a massive set of armor. You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Yeah, but I quit. Sorry. Not that I've seen any skill at arms to speak of, mind, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. It'd be a waste to keep you to myself when there's others out there that need help, same as me. So, if you're keen on... Sorry, I just need to start that again. Because instead of keen, I read preen. And then I'm like, right, I need to probably actually read this sentence before I read it. And it just messed my brain up. Right. So if you're keen to keep doing what you're doing, what you've done, I'd ask that you head north to Pike. Huge statue on the wastes. If you've never been. Mason by the name of Tiamon? Yeah, he's out there tending to the thing. Good man, Tiamon. Reckon he's taken on too much work for one. Maybe there's something you can do for him. You'll get me like 30 bear claws. Maybe you could pick me up some orange juice. I was watching some videos by a guy, I think it was like point 10. Oh, post 10, sorry. Post 10. And one of his recent videos, he was looking at... I honestly don't know what city it was. I just know that there was like a tropical storm happening. And the amount of rainfall there, Jesus Christ. The US has some scary weather. There are too many. Look out! There ain't too many for the likes of me. Taste my doom spike. My spear be too much for the likes of these ones. Nerds, a lot of them. Stand up, my student. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Our lessons have not even begun, and already you have seen me on my knees. I've been trying to match what lance work of yours I'd seen, but without success. This was how the dragons managed to overwhelm me. Had I but fallen back on my tried and trusted techniques, I would have made short work of their ilk. But what would I have learned then? Nay, what I know is no longer enough. The war exacts a heavy toll on us all, but none more so than we dragoons. If we are to survive, we must grow stronger. I must grow stronger. Temptity, will you demonstrate your techniques to me? I would study your movements up close. I suppose you have the right of it. There is no substitute for live foes. Come with me, then. There is a suitable place west of the Black Iron Bridge. Well, we'll go over that way in a bit. We just need to talk to Tyranol. Hail to you, traveller. What brings you out this way? Former Wrath bid you assist me? Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with restoring this restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I have just the thing. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I would be in your debt. Hiya! And unlike the quests where it's like summons 3 things, we preferably don't want to be fighting 3 enemies at the same time. How freaky those things are. It's a furball with one big eye and little feet. Oh, I didn't even realise we're past 5. Yeah, just from the quick advert, will be 2 minutes. What's this? Right, I'm not reading that. In 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I can click on this. There you are. Have you the bristles? Right here, your lordship. Ah, feel how coarse that is. That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Haldrath, the first of the Azure Dragoons, and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian, I could ask for no greater honour. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favour to ask. Oh God. This night, Sir Isaldur, Isaldore? Stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Jesus Christ. I'm hoping that it doesn't extend past 2 minutes. Like, I did try the 3-minute one, and that was like a crap ton of ads, and hearing that 2 is a crap ton of ads, I kind of want to drop it back down to 1. Because no one wants 6 stacks of ads. Christ, sorry about that, Buena. You see, I don't know exactly like how long or how many adverts are actually playing. I know how long it should be. It should be 2 minutes, but I'd have thought they'd just played a 2-minute advert, not like 6 adverts stacking up to 2 minutes. That is god awful. Yeah, really bad timing as well. To be fair, it should have happened 26 minutes ago, but I wasn't watching the clock. We read through all that. So, anyway, while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind dropping it, returning it to her? Thanks much to your friend. What I want to know is, why do all these NPCs keep coming out Irish? Like, yeah, no worries, Brenda. No worries. You look away, my dude. Hope you have a good day. Like, I don't know why, but all of my NPCs like start off with an accent, and then I slowly deviate to like Irish. One whiskey, one goat, one spear. Alright. This is what you get. We fought at zoo. Huh. Thank you kindly. The tip is it. Mylodon, okay. Really? In the middle of a bunch of upland Mylodons? Nope, nope, cancel that. Curse-y, Hustian. How could ye have done this to me? I really do hate this helmet though. Speaking of helmets, we'll sort that out after we do this fight. Jesus Christ. You know, given the area, I was expecting to fight like maybe a few Mylodons. What I was not expecting was to fight a dragon. And I should have expected a dragon, because I'm a Dragoon. The techniques you employed differ not from mine, yet you overcome the enemy with such ease. What is it that separates us so? What is it that you are doing that I am not? Well, you see, I kind of carry the blessing of the light, you know. Kind of got the echo. Do I hear you rightly? You see no difference between our lance work, but in the course of considering this, you have conceived a new technique? Yes. I can make myself and others around me stronger. I'm pretty sure Battle Litany just like increases crit chance. There you go. Increases critical hit rate of self and nearby party members. Very good. Very good. A way to draw out your comrade's strength. Such an approach had never occurred to me. A small wonder, perhaps, for we Dragoons are taught to be relentless in our... Pardon me, sorry about that. In our offense. In order to bring down dragons, we must strive to jump higher and strike harder. But in my single-minded pursuit of what I believed to be perfection, it would seem I ended up only fighting with my lance. So I focused upon... Oh, so focused was... No! No, leave me alone! Curse you! Right, that's it. You're getting ultra crit. Right, okay. Sacrifice was I on delivering that next blow that I rendered myself blind to other possibilities. You have opened my eyes. If I am to transcend my limits, 'tis plain I must cast aside my preconceptions. Ah, but the hour grows late. I must needs return to the congregation. Would you care to accompany me? It may interest you to see how your fellow Dragoons live. Alright, but... Where the crap is a congregation? Oh, it's in Ishgard. Okay, that's fine. What level was that? 52. Oh! So we should have one for 54 as well. Okay, I'm assuming that people have aggroed this, and like, come help out if you want to join the fun. Sphenopalpatine Ganglia Neura. Neuralgia. What sort of a name is that for a fate? What? It's not even Palpatine, it's Palatine. It'll run up there and it'll just be like, unlimited power. I'll let you zap you with its weird force sense. What's that? A package? I have the foggiest what you're talking about. Confound it, that vulva. What a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Tiamat labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have no sense of decorum. A highborn knight cannot be seen given favor. Can be seen favoring a lowborn mason of such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern, as well as your willingness to assist Tiamon. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray, give my regards to Sir Redwald. So we're not gonna deliver it back to him. We're just gonna be like, yeah, okay. I swear, Ishgardians care too much about appearances. I'm so weak. Save me. Unlimited power. That's the sound of lightning now, apparently. It goes. Actually, I should probably check. 21, 23, 22. Yeah, they're posting out a little bit to the... Oh, at 20. No, they were posting it around about the right sort of place, yeah. I believe if you join for that one and complete it, you get a... I believe it was a set of earrings, which are nice for transmog. I must applaud your initiative, Master Tragus. Ruth tells me you have been quite busy. Oh, wait a second, I forgot you're Irish, aren't you? You know, even though I keep slipping into it, I can't picture how it sounds. And this is why one requires practice when voice acting. You can summon forth the accent on command. And that is not me. That is not me at all. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task which I would commit to all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Artoirel included. Calm as ever, even though you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drillman said. Good. We've lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north of Riversmeet in search of Heretic's hideaway. I've got nice hair. Whether they were attacked or met some other misfortune, we know not. It's going back to West Squandry now. I'm not entirely sure where this accent is. Regardless of the cause, we must act quickly. This is a harsh, unforgiving land, which can claim and has claimed the lives of many men. To ensure that we find our missing knights as quick as possible, I've assigned to each party a different area of search. Here in R2RL, we'll be working together. Signal out when you're ready to depart. Good luck. What are you doing? Like, even with the other parts, I do not like this armor. Oh, you're right there, R2RL. It seems we have been assigned to the area near Camp Riversmead, Master Tragus. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of our many knights. Ah, that's how. Okay. Sorry, I was reading that and I was really confused. Like, I usually only like focus on maybe the word ahead of the one that I'm actually reading. So I got to the camp was one of many our knights were. I'm like, hold on, is that a typo? And then like forced to abandon. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from Curth's Western Highlands. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity. It would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out though. Let us be off. Cabbage. What about cabbage? You've said enough about lettuce be off. But what about the cabbage? Is the cabbage still good? Right, here, there we go. Okay, so it's down, which means I need to be heading down this way. I can't be risking massive falls whilst I'm in combat. Falls are dangerous, but only when you've got aggro. Ba, ba, ba. Good luck. Ah, there you are, R2RL. There, below us. Camp Riversmead, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliff safely from here. Should we fall, the beasts below make short work of us. Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. But I don't want to go down that way, I want to go down this way. This way's kind of safe, you know? I were lying, it's not safe at all. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that the recent storms may have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp Riversmead. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. I don't like the look of that thing. No, no sorry. We'll just, we'll just head over this way. Leave it to its own devices, so to speak. Can't wait till we get his little ether current watch thingy. Well, that got wrecked, didn't it? Oh, a caster are we? Made a terrible mistake being a caster in this party. Ain't no caster gonna survive this. Casters are always the first to be targeted, you know. Are you alright? I heard the sounds of a struggle. Thank the Fury. I felt no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved, just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Master Tragus. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. No, but white all around, until we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us, with naked steel in their hand. Cut down a few of the... came close, but the others, they were shouting and screaming. And after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while a storm passed. The heretics tracked you down here. Aye, my lord, the heretics' hideout lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly, before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must... Have faith, sir. Justice will be done, but first we must see you to safety. Artwarel, you take him back. I'll go hunting. Just you wait and see. He has the right of it, Master Tragus. Whatever remains of the Heretics' trail will be gone with the next snowfall, but we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of this camp for signs of the attack. If you should pick up the Heretics' trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith. Make sure you leave me some clear footing. I realize this may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured, we will not be far behind. Sam today, thank you. Go on, my little carbuncle. We shall find the heretics, and we shall bring justice. Although I'm not allowed down that way. You're not allowed to swim, so they say. Oh, look at the little samurai. Following behind so dutifully. Look at all those footprints. Oh, that dead knight. The tracks continue to the north. Aye, it does look that way. Onwards and forwards. All being well, I can probably avoid these ice traps because there's not really much point fighting them. Not to self. Move sideways with Q, not A. Know how to use it, do you? Doesn't seem like it. This lad be so frightened he's just gonna lead me right there. I'll put away my weapon for now, I'll just keep following him. Hey, leave off. Ah! I don't gotta fight nothing else. I'm surprised it cut the music out. Like usually we'd either have the battle music going on. Oh, you know, it might continued with the Heavensward music. I see I targeted the wrong one, but it's fine. Because that right one just went down now. But it's a bit difficult to see with all the bits of tapestry everywhere. Every time it shows her walking in that way.
Looking for me, I presume.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
No, it cannot be.
He cameth unto me, as didst thou, alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things once the calamity came.
The Fire Nation
turned
attacked.
against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were and should ever be.
Yeah, what of the innocents who died when you attacked the Foundation?
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Oh god. How could you say something so bold yet so controversial? This is Ishgard's armor. Master Tragus, praise Haloni that you are alive. I came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. So, they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped, but we must not let that distract from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow in this eve, my friend, and I shall see to it your efforts are recognized. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy, tenacious devils. knights have matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries. What are you doing, Birdo? Leave that other bird alone. Come, after tracking the heretics across mounds of ice and snow, I would dare say, you are due a few hours rest next to a warm fire. Actually, how far will we travel? Quite far. We'll just map travel back. Saves us a bunch of time, don't it? Why does his accent keep changing in my head? Oh god, just sounded like Hagrid. Like I read it like in my head, and it literally just came out as Hagrid. Lord Artwarel, Master Tragus, full glad might see you're both hale and healthy. What news? You mean to say that you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury. I believe we have made great strides towards purging these lands of heretics. And I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father, the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artwarel. It might serve to remind our superiors what House Durandare and Fortomp could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed. I trust you and your knights can contend to handle the rest. You most certainly are, my lord. In your short time with us, Master Tragus has accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I don't think good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. The accent slipped completely. He's gone back to West Country. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. Boy, would it be good to be able to hold an accent. Oh yeah, Foundation. We just teleport straight back. Meow. No, we don't want to use that. We want to go. There we go. Meow. That's how we want to go. Alright. First things first, we need to go have a word with the Dragoons. Spoony Mycroft. God. Welcome to the home of the Dragoons. I had a mind to show you the premises, but my father has paid me a sudden visit. This is my father, Montorgaines. Father, allow me to present you my mentor, the Azure Dragoon Samtede. It is an honor and a pleasure both to make your acquaintance. I hope you will forgive me for the inconveniencing your plans, but what is a father to do? Dedicated to her duties as she is, my daughter scarcely comes home, and so I must go to her. Father, please, we've spoken about this. I strive to be a dragoon worthy of the name, as you yourself were. All that I do to honor you. My child, you would honor me best by taking care of yourself. Well, I shan't overstay my welcome. Seeing you hale and hearty is enough. Till next time. He is so kind to me, even though I share not his blood. Like so many others, I was orphaned by the war. I would have died long ago, cold and alone, had he not found me and taken me in. All that I have I owe to him. It was for no other reason than honor than to honor my father that I followed in his footsteps and became a dragoon. But if I am to live up to his legacy, if I am to protect Ishgard as he once did, I must needs grow stronger. And I will. Under your sage guidance, I will look forward to our lessons to come. Ah, I slipped my mind. Sir Alberic wished a word with you. Pray speak with him at the observatorium, at your earliest convenience. Perhaps after you had a wander inside the congregation. Do I have to? I don't want to look in the congregation. I don't have to. Haha, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. Can't Dragonhead, that's the one. At long last I can fly again. My feet are no longer magnetized to the ground. Ah. Yeah, on my other character, I've been trying out Blue Mage, and I'm essentially going to need to farm, I think, this one, this one, this one, and maybe this one, just so I can get like some of the primal abilities. I think it's like an extremely low chance on the lower difficulties, but I can't survive the higher ones, so I have to go with the lower ones. My thanks for coming. 'Tis no urgent matter. I was but wondering how about Justien's progress. Tell me, how fares her training? Things and stuff. So you have met her father. In his day, Montgorains was a dragoon of no small renown. He served Ishgard with valor until he took a grievous wound and was forced to hang up his lance. As Justine herself told you, she follows us in her father's footsteps. From the first, she exhibited tremendous potential in all ways. She was Estinian's equal, and the rivalry they shared raised both of them higher. Alas, the eye chose Estinian and not her. Since then, she has taken to training with fervor which borders on self-punishment. It is well to strive for greater heights, but a dragoon must never lose sight of his conviction. It is the only thing that shields us from the dragon's wiles. So I beg you, keep watch over Justine. By your shining example, see to it she never forgets what it means to be a dragoon. Nice, nice. Oh dear. Thank the Fury you're here, but moments ago received word that Growly's horde is advancing on Ishgard. Even as we speak, Justine prepares to go and meet them in the field. Alas, with most of the dragoons absent on another mission, I fear she sorely wants for lances. I would have you lend her yours. Pray make haste to the congregation and join her. But I don't want to go to the congregation. It smells funny. Kind of like old dragon blood and sucks. I don't want to get Scalekin blood all over my new shoes. We'll put aside the part that I don't actually have new shoes. You've come to aid us? This improves our chances tenfold. Allow me to thank you as well, Master Samtede. I am but a worried father, and it gives me great heart to know that the Azure Dragoon shall fight beside my daughter. Though my training is far from over, the situation will brook no delay. We must head off to Growly and his horde before they reach a populated area. It shall be my honor to fight shoulder to shoulder with you. The experience alone will teach me much. Of that I have little doubt. Promise me you will be careful, Hustian. Take no unnecessary risks, do you understand me? Remember, the dead cannot serve their nation. And what Ishgard needs above all are brave souls like you to protect her. Worry not, father. I swear I will return to you. See that you do, my child. Now, before you go, there is something I wish to have. The Lance Peregrine. It is yours now. Why, this lance was bestowed upon your forebear by the Archbishop himself. I am no true child of yours, yet you would entrust me with a family treasure. I will not betray your faith in me, father. With this lance I shall strike down Growly and protect Ishgard. Hustian, it is time. It's been a while, my friend. I had the honor of overseeing your training when you were but a fledgling Dragoon. I shall be honored to fight beside you. Comrades, at last report, Growly and his horde had gained the Western Highlands. We shall lie in wait for them at the pike, with me. It's so weird seeing them all synchronized like that. Master Samtede, may I have a moment? Each time I see my daughter off on a mission, we dance the self-same dance. I tell her to be careful, she promises to do so, but I know her all too well. Hustian burns to distinguish herself in battle, that she might repay me and my lady wife a perceived debt. I fear that one day that desire may cloud her judgment, and she will not come home. So I beg you, pray watch over my daughter. I shall do my best, sir. I shall do my best. Falcon's Nest. I believe it was just past the bridge. Or near it, anyway. Oh yeah, it was kind of near it. Over the one. Look at that. That's a beautiful bird, that is. Beautiful, simply beautiful. Why is that so shiny down there? Oh, okay, that's why. It's a campfire without the fire texture because of how far away we are. At least I think it is. Already we have suffered heavy losses. That was but the first wave. They come, brace yourself. Helps to press the right buttons, eh? I've got a really bad feeling. Oh god, that's a lot. The crap ton up there, crap ton down here. Oh, that might not be good. Certainly not an ideal scenario. Assault wyverns, okay. Okay, we only have 2 runners. So I can handle these ones and then jump up to join them. Okay, I guess it won't actually jump up. That's fine, I guess. Oh, nice. So I guess we just push them back again. That was the last of them, yet Crowley is nowhere to be seen. Were the reports mistaken? Such a price we have paid only for a quarry to elude us. There it be. So you finally show yourself. What is she? Christian, no! No! By the Fury, this is a disaster. I know not how to say this, but Justine, strong as she is, she cannot have survived that. Hera discovered this in the aftermath. It is a fragment of her armor. It must have broken off during the battle. Pray, see it to her father's hands. Knowing him, he will be at the congregation awaiting his daughter's return. That man is not going to be happy with me. Let me tell you. Oh yeah, just ignore that name as well. Master Samtidi, what has happened? Where is my daughter? Scrap. A piece of her armor? But why bring it to me? No. No! I refuse to believe that Justine is gone. It's too early to know for certain. Tell me everything that happened. Everything. She leapt onto the dragon, piercing its hide, after which the creature carried her westward. If none saw her fall, it means she may have managed to safely dismount. There is still hope. There is hope still. If Justine is still out there, I shall not rest until I find her, Samtidi. I trust I can rely on your aid. We will speak further at the observatorium. Right, we'll get that sorted and then we can go back to mid-story quests. That should be us caught up at the moment, at least until we hit like 56. I was considering swapping over to leveling up like Samurai, but at the same time I know for a fact that I'm going to be leveling either Samurai or Dancer for the next expansion. Plus I have been Samurai since, well, pretty much since Heavensward on the other character. So it might not be wise to go through Samurai again so soon. Without further ado, let us consider a course of action. As Montorgains dares to hope, if Justine was not shaken off by Growly's back, there's a chance she yet lives. She will have ridden the dragon until such time as she saw an opportunity to dismount. The question is, where? The worst possibility outcome is she has been taken deep into dragon-ruled lands, far away from her allies. While I pray this is not so, we must be prepared for anything. Justine is one of our very best, and Ishgard can ill afford to lose her. For the nation's sake, and for that of her father, let us find her and bring her home. I'll track Growly's movements in order to ascertain Justine's location. Like as not, the search will take us to the heart of enemy territory. Pray keep your lance arm honed, for we shall have need of it. really don't like this armor. Ooh, a dragon gauge. I'm guessing I don't actually technically have that yet then. Because I do not see it anywhere. Right, back to Foundation. What's wrong with it? Look at it. I look like a lump of metal someone's carved some stuff out of. You see, I say that and then look at look at all these glamours that I've got. I mean, that would not be suited for combat. That's an attempted warrior of light set. That would be suited well for a samurai. Not a dragoon. That one's just, well, it's that one. You know what? We'll go with that one. I like the look of like smaller armor than do. Oh, we actually do have a bar there. Let's just grab this, move this down here, and maybe shrink it a little bit. Nope, wrong one. Is it? Nope. Oh god, I don't remember how to shrink and increase the size of things. Was it Alt? Nope, it was not Alt. Ah, I will just increase it to the point that it shrinks. Thank you kindly. Yeah, I much prefer like smaller outfits to the gigantic bulky ones. Especially when you're on a class that should theoretically be moving faster. Like, for a Dragoon you want high mobility so you can jump around a bit, you know? I mean, I suppose on your way down you come down with a lot more force if you're wearing bulkier armor, but... yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's each their own, really. Master Tragus, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competency. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread. And quite frankly, those surrounding you beg a belief. But Haurchefant swore that all the stories were true. He championed your causes and begged for Father to grant your patronage. He duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother, the legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed she refused to acknowledge him. And to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmead, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone. An onerous task, fraught with danger, and they were the saviour of Eorzea, and honoured guest of House Phantom. My new comrade in arms, Haurchefant's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but a part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor any sign of fear, and you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Haurchefant had the right of it, all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks mine own weakness. But I will not doubt you again, Master Tragus. On that you have my word. Bow. Yeah, I mean, like you would want it to be pretty light so you could like jump easier, and especially given the fact that they can like change the direction mid-air, you wouldn't want anything to hinder your movement. But it's like weird elven forging, so it's like extremely light but also extremely strong. It is why we get our own armor class. Be we off then, old boy. Ah, but where are my manners? Emmeline de Forton, second son of Count Edmond de Forton. Trueborn, that is. Yes, yes, I know what you're thinking. You're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true. But who could be satisfied subsisting on a meagre allowance, forever overshadowed by his sibling? Not I, old boy, not I. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the Sea of Clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place at the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Artoirel. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding. I mean, that works too. I thought it was more like it was more spiky to like try and emulate like dragon wings without actually putting wings on the arm either. You are like, for all intents and purposes, like not inhabiting, embodying like a dragon spirit inside your attacks as well. So it makes sense that the armor would also look kind of dragonish. Oh, don't look at me that way, I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Helena. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. I need to take an airship to Count Cloudtop. I mean, to be fair, it would severely mess up a dragon's insides. Trying to swallow that. And because I'm lazy, I'm just going to take an Aetheryte. It is the star one. If it sounds like it's stars, it's the right one. You ready to depart, sir? The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Yes, I'm good, thanks. Onwards we go, into the unknown. How are you doing anyway, Senor unpronounceable name? And I wish that was a joke with me messing up initially.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Sid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald,
Yeah, I'm doing
would
good.
come to call Eorzea home.
Thank you for asking.
High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds. A frontier the knights
So if
of
you just had
Ishgard
that,
had scarce
vehicle
begun to
outside.
explore. to a fledgling outpost within the Sea of Clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows. He came.
Heard of Tokyo drifting. This is Ishgardian drifting. Awfully cold up here. I mean, Kurthus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And, of course, our heroes, wholly unperturbed. Don't have to maintain that strong, silent persona all the time, you know. Never mind. We need to find Lady Lunayet. She's in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead, yes? Excellent. It makes me so sad that I can't fly anymore. One day I'll have my ether currents back. One day. I think the worst part about it though is the fact that it's this cloud top and Sea of Clouds. Oh, sorry, no, we're in the Sea of Clouds. What's the other one? I'm pretty sure there's another one that's also like floaty islands. I dislike this one and that one. Away with you, Gaelic cat. Churning mists, that's the one, thank you. I do not like either of these two with without flying. I just find them hell to navigate. Yeah, moving a bit slower as well. It's always a bit sad. Oh well. Oh god, how would you sound? I might just revert to a previous voice, it'll be fine. Master Tragus, welcome. I am Sir Laniet of de Hilnard, commander of the forces stationed here at Count Cloudtop. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I am in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so. Were it not for you, my younger brother Francel would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. Alas, a knight must go where duty demands, and thus I have been unable to seek you out. But by the grace of Halone, I have been granted with the opportunity to thank my brother's saviour in person, and to call upon his generous aid besides. Truly I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. Ahem! 'Tis a pleasure to see you again, Lady Lynn. Why do I struggle with words with eyes? Planet! Planet. Yes, no. You cut an elegant figure as always, a steel-clad rose, equally at home on the battlefield or in a ballroom. Lord Emendelaine, it is not too much to ask. I should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Master Tragus. Camp Cloudtop was established to provide an early warning of impending Dravanian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest of dragons. Alas, as you might have noticed, it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanu Vanu, with whom we have had several skirmishes already. Evangeline, stop! No beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two. I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Master Tragus. Ah, good, we get pants to go with the set. While I understand Count Edmond's intentions. Like, desire to help is what I was thinking, but I guess we're gonna go with that. Whilst I understand Count Edmond's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord does not get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. Tell him I would like him to keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Emelane from shirking his duty. A request from Lynette? Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must see me standing but a few arms away. Oh, never mind. What is it? Mission? Yes, of course. That's why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. Ah, Master Tragus. I do not believe I've been properly introduced myself. My name is Honora. Honora? And I serve at the pleasure of Lord Emelane. Lady Lynette would have me accompany Lord Emelane on his mission. Ah, I understand completely. I'll do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Were he of another house, mayhaps I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least more so than others. Mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I suspect you have had to humour your fair share of difficult men before. Unfortunately, quite a few. Like, the pants are even bulky. It's just a top that's just like... Now that Emelane is out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Vanu Vanu. We first encountered the Vanu several years ago. We had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our peoples for half a year, until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes toward us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flowing from Ishgard. Words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Marielle. She could use your assistance. leave me alone, Gaily Cat. Go back down there, Gaily Cat. Good. Good, Gaily Cat. Master Dragus, I presume? Lady Laniette told me you were coming. I hear tell you've never faced a Vanu before. Well, spend enough time on patrol and you're sure to come across you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. These birdmen are native to the floating isles. I say birdmen, but they're not at all like the Ixal, unless Ixal's mother was Gigas. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any Vanu in those areas, kill or drive them away. So I'm guessing these are the ones that have been touched by old whale boy. And not the good ones. Kaboom! Curse splat. Old Bismarck himself. Yes. Get the Gundu and the Bundu, I believe. The Gundu are Bismarck's ilk, the Bundu are not. Or at the very least, I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Alright. Like it. Yeah, when I initially returned to Final Fantasy XIV, like, I believe like 2017? 2018? I kind of forgot about the whole you shouldn't aggro more than one thing. Really? Unless you've got a healer with you. And at the time, I didn't really use chocobos. Although at the moment it looks like I don't use them now either. But I do, I just forgot to bring the lad out. Which really I should have him out, because he can get EXP. Nope. That is not something we need today. Thank you very much. It's really weird when you aggro Gaily Cats, because it's like the one thing that you're not expecting is to hear like a meow right next to you. And then, all of a sudden, there's a meow right next to you. You're like, what a crap? I don't remember what voice you had, Marielle. Finished on your patrol? Anything to report? Well, I saw a Gundu. Several Gundu. Heh. Maybe it was too much to hope for a day without a skirmish. At least I can take some solace in the fact that Haldoni has blessed you with a mighty ally. Blessed us with a mighty ally. I can read, I swear. Ah, completing the set. That's where all the bulk comes in for the likes. Okay. Accepting your recent clashes with the Vanu, it cannot have escaped your notice that things here are rather peaceful, to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Since being built as an observation post, we have yet to record a single intrusion by the Horde. This is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Cloudtop is a backwater of no significance. And of course, the pride of our camp, the vaunted Protector, is in perpetual state of needing repairs. So, even were the Holy See to come under a Dravanian attack, we'd be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, this is where ambition comes to die. If you haven't aspirations for advancement, you've come to the right home. However, I would like you to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you'll indulge me, I would have you seek out the sentries and stoke their fighting spirit. Psych them up, you might say. Aye, aye, ma'am. Yeah. It's an attack? What should we do? What should we do? I made a fool for a moment there, old boy. An amusing jest, albeit tad cruel. Surely you must realize how unsuited I am to the monotony of mere sentry duty. And still you tempt me with the promise of excitement. No, this won't do. This won't do at all. Lady Laniatel will give me a grand mission that befits my station. Oh dear. All the excitement's gone to his head, it has. Important duty is just shirked. It is not good. Not good at all, sir. That doesn't open. Where are ye? There you are. Get yourself psyched up, sir. Psyched. Psyched. What is it? Is it the Horde? By the Fury, whatever possessed you to do that? I'm awake, worry not. With the shock you just gave me, I doubt I'll sleep for a fortnight. But please remember to get your proper rest, otherwise you will potentially start hallucinating, and we can't have that when you're on watch duty. You get me? Ye gods, where did that come from? Fine, if you insist, I will make an effort to be more alert. But really, I don't see the point. We're hundreds of miles away from the front lines, which is just the way I like it, thank you very much. Right, we'll hand this one in, pick up the next one, and we'll probably be calling it there for now. Many thanks, Master Tragus. Already I can see a change in our sentry's behaviour. Beg your pardon, Lord Emmeline said what? Ha! Well, I've no doubt that Lady Lynette will do her utmost to oblige him. Lord Emmeline is going to demand a more dangerous duty than I expect. Lord Lynette will want you to accompany him. Aye, you might well speak with her sooner rather than later. There's no use avoiding the inevitable. Okay, we'll talk to her, then we'll be essentially doing other stuff until... Pardon me. Until the people that we're raiding goes live. Master Tragus. Lord Emmeline just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand that we have you to thank for his epiphany. Well, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Excellent. We are in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop, as there is no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystals that we have recently discovered, which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in Vursian-Siran, to the east of here. Have you and Emily bring one back to us? You may have to contend with several feral beasts that populate the lakes, not to mention Vanu scouts ranging from the nearby settlements. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping young Emily, keeping the young lord entertained. But you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. Lady Lynette told you to tell me about my mission once again. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is it? A vital mission on the success of which the very survival of Camp Cloudtop rests. The procurement of potable water. Finally! It's about time she entrusted me with a mission of real import. Right then, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, when I said we'd probably be doing something else until then, I'm gonna check if they are live now, which they are. So I shall send you all over that way. They are doing the Cons of Bahamut raids like Unsynced and not Raid. There we go. Yeah, they're doing the Cons of Bahamut raids, but they are doing it synced and unsynced and item level synced. I think that's right. Oh, no echo as well. So basically they're doing it as hard as they presently can. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I shall catch you later. Oh, whilst I remember, we'll be back on Final Fantasy XIV on Saturday, but we're starting an hour earlier because we are attending a wedding, and that starts at 2. So yeah. Thank you for watching, thank you for lurking, thank you for chatting, and I shall catch you next time. Bye now.